Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Inside the Dark. This is Almighty Blessing, and we're bringing you The Witch Hunter's Wife Part 2. So the curandera said, I'm going to need you to take this empty pouch right here, and at midnight, go to the very first cemetery you can get to, go to the very first grave you see, fill this pouch with the dirt from that grave, and walk backwards outside the grave. For no reason, you should turn around and walk forward. And of course, the wife asked, Why do I need to walk backwards out of the graveyard? And the curandera replied, Let's save your husband's life first, and then we'll talk about details. And she agreed. So she made her way to the cemetery. Once midnight hit, she walked into the cemetery, saw the very first grave she could find, grabbed a handful of dirt, and filled that empty pouch. She put the pouch in her pocket, and as soon as she put the pouch in her pocket, she started seeing shadows and hearing people talking to her. Out of fear, she closed her eyes and kept walking backwards. She said that every step she would take closer to the entrance of the cemetery, it would get heavier, like if she was carrying bricks, and she felt people touching her shoulders, her arms, pulling her legs, and asking her to stop, and asking why she was doing what she was doing. She completely ignored everything and kept walking out. When she finally made it outside the graveyard, she turned around and ran straight to the curandera. When she got to the curandera, she told the curandera what had happened, and she couldn't understand what was going on. The curandera reassured her that she was no longer in danger and that she needed to do this to save her husband. So the next thing she required from her was a small amount of blood so she can put in the pouch with the dirt. She agreed. She made a small cut on her hand and let the blood flow down to the dirt. Once the dirt was mixed with the blood, she closed the pouch and threw it in her fireplace. The flames went from bright yellow to dark red. She started chanting some words she could not make out. Finally, when she was done and the fire went back to yellow, she heard a knock at the door. She turned around and she said, Open the door and make sure you show respect. I apologize, we're running short on time. Stick around for part 3.